Hello everyone and welcome back to my true crime channel. Today I want to talk about the very sad and shocking autopsy results for Gabby Petito. So it came out yesterday via the coroner that Gabby Petito's tragic cause of death was strangulation. I really was saddened to hear it, and I felt myself feeling quite low last night after learning that. Just trying to imagine what Gabby must have gone through really made me feel quite sad. So I'm sorry that I look a bit like this today. It's hard to raise a smile when we all know what Brian, the Dirty Laundrie, did to poor Gabby. He wasn't able to say if he thinks Brian's a suspect. That's all down to the FBI. The majority of questions that the coroner was asked by the press were not answered. Now, it was very difficult for the coroner because he could only really tell us what I've just said. He couldn't go into any more details. He couldn't say anything about the toxicology report. He couldn't even say what had led him to the conclusion that he'd made.
One of the vital bits of information, other than Gabby's cause of death, that the coroner revealed was that Gabby was not pregnant. Now, I imagine that has brought relief to her family, because for them to know that they lost Gabby and her unborn child would have been extremely awful for her family and for her friends. A lot of people have been speculating whether Gabby could have been pregnant and whether that might have been a reason for Brian to take her life. Perhaps he didn't want to have children, perhaps he wasn't ready, but it would seem the coroner was pretty certain that Gabby wasn't pregnant, so at least now we do know that she wasn't.
From what he said, in the state of Wyoming, all autopsy reports are kept closed, kept private, kept confidential. So what he told us was all he was able to, and he's not going to speak out on it again. Now, I'm sure, like me, you must have sat and watched that, guys, and felt so heartbroken, so sad for Gabby's family to know how her life was ended. I think we can all safely presume her life was ended by Brian, the Dirty Laundrie. I don't see how it could have been anyone else. And let's face it, if it wasn't Brian, why on earth is he still on the run? At least for Gabby's family, they do now have the closure of knowing what happened to her, although I doubt it gives them much closure. They'll probably never have closure. To lose someone to murder is so horrific. I've never had it happen to myself, and I cannot imagine how difficult it must be. I have had a family member, my own older brother, take his own life, and I know that the tragic effect it had on me and the rest of my family, watching my grieving parents grieve for their eldest child, was horrific. And that's from someone that took their own life. So if my brother had been murdered, I cannot imagine what that must be like, the anger that you must feel towards the person that took their life. So my heart goes out today to Gabby Petito's family and all of her friends. Well, guys, I just wanted to make a short video to say that I did sit and watch this last night. I'm sorry I didn't put a video out about it last night. I felt a bit too down after watching it. I just felt so sorry for Gabby's family and for Gabby to know that a beautiful 22-year-old woman who had the whole of her life ahead of her, who had a career that she was carving out for herself, who was going to potentially be extremely successful in all that she did, to know that Brian, the Dirty Laundrie, just snuffed out Gabby's life. And for what? For what reason? She didn't deserve it. He's a disgrace. And I'm hoping and I'm praying every day that that idiot is caught soon. So I don't want to go into too many details of what I thought might have happened to Gabby, but obviously her cause of death was one I'd considered. I did wonder whether Brian could have shot her, and I have considered some other theories. But the cause of Gabby's death did seem most obvious to most people. Obviously, it could have been something else, but I don't think that many people are surprised by what they've learned. So, guys, let me know, did you watch the press conference? Do you, like me, feel quite sad and down today, and did last night, after learning what happened to Gabby, knowing how tragically her life was taken by Brian? I think we can safely assume it's Brian. I know I shouldn't point the finger at him without having any evidence, but why is he on the run if he didn't do it? So let's hope that Dirty Laundrie is caught soon. Let's hope his idiot parents and his idiot sister maybe give the FBI some information that might help catch the bastard. So share your thoughts with me, guys. Pop your comments below. Let me know if you've been surprised to learn how Gabby died. Did you expect that that was what it was going to be? Had you thought it was going to be something else? Another way that she could have had her life tragically ended? Let me know what you think. It was a very difficult watch, and as you can see from my face, it's left me feeling pretty deflated and pretty sad today. Well, anyway, guys, I'll be doing some more videos on Gabby's case. I have some other videos this week coming out on Summer Wells, and I have another case that I'm hoping to have a video out in the next couple of days. Well, I hope you're all okay. I hope you're taking care of one another. And as usual, I'm going to be back with you all very soon for another true crime video. Bye for now.